Hey guys, Richie here from RW Hobbies. Welcome back for another unboxing video. This one I'm very excited about. It's Eduard's latest release, their limited edition 48 scale Tornado, the German ECR version. Some really nice looking markings on this one, and yeah, can't wait to look inside the box. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey, welcome back to another unboxing video. Now, followers my channel will know about tons of Tornado content, and I pretty much have every single Eduard limited edition Tornado kit in my stash. So excited to get this one. Very striking box art, and I think without looking for the box, spoiler alert, I think it does come with some kind of paint mask for this too, which would be interesting to see. Luftwaffe just do some amazing markings, and I'm really excited to get this one. So it's obviously just a Rebelle 48 scale kit in there. I think it's the IDS version, the boxing is the ECR. If you go to Brit Modeler, they got tons of forum, tons of threads, and the rivet counters going to town on this one. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to go into accuracy. I'm just going to look at the plastic and what's inside the box. And that's as far as we go. So limited edition, as I mentioned, 48 scale. Being limited edition, this one being German isn't quite as popular as the Desert Babe and the British ones, so they are in stock. It's been out a few weeks and most places don't have this stuff in stock already. Go around the box, see here the 5 striking schemes. Oh, got a glare of the camera there. A couple of tiger markings and some other stuff we'll look at in a minute. And here's what you get in the box. So being a limited edition Eduard, you've got the Rebel, basically the Rebel Tornado kit, and you got the Rebel plastic parts, you got Brazin, which is the resin, seats, undercarriage, seats, wheels, and a Fleur and an ILRS pod. You got some die cut masks and decals for 5 marking options. And it's kit number 11154. Alright, so you got a bunch of plastic thrown in here, and some photo etch, all kinds of stuff. So let's take out the paperwork first and we'll get into that in a minute. Wrong way. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, so first we've got a piece of paper cut out here, and it's simply got marks on the masking. So as we mentioned before, there's a mask set for camouflage scheme A and B, which we'll look at in a minute. So you got paint masks, not canopy masks. Very nice. And here's the instruction book. And of course there's a bunch of sales stuff on the back trying to sell you the various weapons and other parts they sell to complement it. Oh, wrong, always go the wrong way. There we go. So as always, nice glossy, nice instruction book here. You've got the parts right here called out. The colours, so we've got Mr. Cobby, Lacquer, and the Aqueous, but like the alcohol kind of version, and we got Mission Models paints. First of all, talking about the seat. Then we're going through the cockpit assembly, the cockpit tub, and built many of these kits before, and you see many on my channel as well. It's the Rebel kit, so basically going together the same way as always. So build the front section. And what pause right here and say, Nathan Robinson, I'm pretty sure that's his channel on YouTube. He's done a build series for the 48 scale Rebel Tornado. And I highly recommend you watch it if you're going to build one of these kits, because he doesn't follow the instructions, he does it in a certain way, subsections, and it goes together a lot better, makes it fit a lot better, because this is a complex kit. There's a lot of different areas and parts going together. It's not always the best fitting as well, especially as these things go on. I think the 10 years ago they fit a lot better than they are now, because they're using the same molds, and the molds are getting a little bit tired, so they're not quite as good quality, I think, as they used to be back in the day. So, I mean, we'll look at the plastic in a minute, but yeah, Nathan Robinson, check his channel out on YouTube, and he's got like a 3 or 4 parter telling you how to throw these things together. So as always, got the wings, doing the back section. I'm just going to flick for us real quick. Exhaust nozzles, the big tail, and the 48 scale version, you can have the flaps and slats extended. Move through some pylons, nose gear bay, main gear, canopies, canopy, some pylons, and some fuel tanks, pods, and then you got the canopy mask, stencils, and here we get to the exciting part. Look at the scheme. So this is very eye-catching. This is Lechfeld Air Base, Germany, July 2008. Yeah, very nice. Look at this, with the yeah, the blues and the grays. B, same air base. This one is a 2001. It's like tiger meat. Right, this is really awesome too. Look at the way the tiger markings kind of being kind of ripped off. The more standard color here, June '93. Oh wow, I just caught my number E. So do D first. This is well, this is very recent, 2017. Yeah, more of a traditional kind of colors, but you do have like the is that a panther on the back? And this guy just caught my eye too. E, 2013, like the snow kind of Arctic camo tiger kind of snow tiger, I guess I'd call it. Looking here, tiger meat held in Norway. And yeah, this is beautiful. This is a hard call. This is a nice one, but I think if this kit, I'd probably go A, just because you get the paint masks and stuff. It's the blue one. This would probably be my choice, but I mean, that's a good. All of these are nice options, but this is definitely a nice looking one. And then again, the bump on the back, trying to sell you stuff. Alright, I'm trying to do the people at first. And these are very, very big decal sheets. This is the size of my cutting mat, which is an A2 cutting mat, I believe. Or is it an A3? It's going to be A3 cutting mat, I guess. Wow. There's a lot in here. So this is what you're paying for. Wow. Yeah, that lot. A lot. So, first of all, this is more of your stencils. You're not going to be going to use the decals because you got the photo etch in here, so it's kind of redundant. Just kind of peel this off. And yeah, no problem at all with these guys, but tons of stencils. So you different, depending on what markings you got, your different stencils. The marking, if you're going for option B or D, these are your ones. If you're going for C, you go for this one. Some really nice tiger markings. Caught my eye. That's the Arctic camo. Again, the instrument panels you're not going to use. And all the walkways. That's a big old sheet. Again, that's, you know, A3 size. All right, another sheet. This is all your the mountains and stuff for the blues, the first scheme. Giant eagle there. Panthers. It says tigers. 51 tigers, but it looks like a panther more than a tiger to me. But you know what? I think it's just color. I guess it is a tiger. It's just not colored, right? So yeah, a ton of stuff going on there. Wow. And your third sheet. This is, well, yeah, a lot of stuff here. So this set's worth picking up just for the decals alone, I think, for your stash. And here's more of your Arctic camo kind of stuff. This is one giant decal, so there's tons of carry film on here. Catching light here. So that's for your tail, I guess. If you wanted, you could cut them out individually, but I don't know, hopefully it goes down okay. But yeah, some big decals on here. Well, very cool. Alright, so then that's not it. We've got the canopy mask, we've got a whole sheet of masks which relate to this boy right here. So it's hard to see exactly where it's cut, but basically this kind of gives you the layout, and it's going to help with your painting. Not that the instructions really gave you any kind of help with that, right? Let me go just make sure I wasn't missing something here. For use on masks, see edouard.com. Okay, so I'm wondering if you go to the website, it'll kind of guide you a little bit where these masks go and painting side of things, because it's not instructing you anything about masks and instructions here. You obviously got the call out, and just see. So it does relate. Actually, see, we got the star and the circle. That's the mask number, I'm guessing. So like A12 would match up with A12 here. So okay, so it does kind of show you loosely kind of where it goes, but I guess again, if you go to Eduard website, I guess maybe there's more information, I don't know. So that, we've got a usual photo etch fret. That's nice. We've got some external parts there, and we've got the cockpit here. Nice touch. Although now I see these, I'm not, after seeing like Quintus Studios, that kind of stuff, seeing this stuff looks very 2D, but nevertheless I think you don't see much inside this cockpit on this aircraft, and I think it'd be more than adequate. But pretty nice set, you see right there. Included. And here's your resin goodies. Alright, so you basically got a pair set. So these are your seats. You got the cushions and various parts here, but we'll show you one. Very nice Mark 10 seat. Mark 10A. No problem at all. Again, 48 scale. Again, you don't see a lot of this in the Tornado cockpit, but with that and the photo etch harnesses you should be pretty good to go. Then there's obviously, you know, various parts here you glue on. Okay, you got your wheels. Nice. With Goodyear, kind of. Nah, it's just dots. But anyway. It's your wheels, your main wheels, and then you got your inserts. I kind of hate the inserts. It's always a pain to cut these off and put them in, but makes it a little bit easier for painting, I guess. And then you got your nose wheels. And here's your pods to make it the ECR version. That guy right here. It's very simple. Not much detail. And this little guy. So I'm going to put these back in the bag so I don't lose them. But so basically what I just showed you is what makes this Eduard kit and not a Revell kit. The rest we're going to see is the plastic. We've seen a million times before, which is the Revell kit. So you pick up the Revell kit for, I don't know, half the price of this, and then the extra $25, $30 or pounds is going to be your photo etch, all that beautiful markings, all the masks, and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put this away so I don't lose it all. Alright, cool. And plastic wise, we're going to go through all these. We've seen these kits so many times before, but a couple of pods. Really nice. This is an old kit, but nevertheless, look at how well that is. Like, such recessed panel lines, such fine molding. Then basically you got one giant bag full of bags. So this is what basically Revell basically shipped Eduard this bag, and they just threw it in the box, I guess. Let's see how we're looking, how flashy this one is. We've got a giant bag, and then here's your sprues inside it. So we have two of each of these, so let's just look at obviously one of each. So this one you're not going to use. So this is a seat you're not going to use because you have the resin seat. And then you got these guys that go on the back on the buckets in the back. Looking close at this, they're not too bad. A little flash here and there, but again, you're not going to use the seat cushion. You have the resin one. Your fuel tanks, you got sidewinder, end of your exhausts, nozzles. You got the wheels. Again, you're not going to use the wheels. You have the resin ones. Looking over this little bit of flash here and there, but not too bad. Like for example, this guy. The focus is, you can see it's a little flashy around the edge, but nothing. Not going to fix with a couple of swipes with a standing stick. Okay, your horizontal stabilizers, again beautifully molded, no problems there at all, and very nicely done, very refined, recessed. Your nose, very nice. Pylons, again beautiful detail on this. So you got, I think you have two of these in this kit, if I remember rightly, depending on what version you're doing. So here's like the spine, the back, behind the cockpit. And again, really nice detail. The problem with this is though, it's normally billet filler needed to get around the intakes, so a lot of this is lost. You're very careful not to lose this detail. But again, a little flash here and maybe not actually, that's part of the kit. No, forget that. That's part of the molding. I thought it was flash, but a little bit here and there, flash on there. So again, it's just make sure you clean these parts up, otherwise you're going to have fouling and it's not going to fit correctly. But see, just down here, there's just a quick rub of standing stick or your finger, just pull the flash off. Here's the underside. Again, beautiful detail. And the front section. I'm currently building a 32nd scale one, so this looks super tiny, this front end, but again, very nice indeed. Okay, clear parts. Now, just off the bat, it looks a little yellowy. I know it's probably the bag, but just look at this. It doesn't look purely clear. It looks a little bit tinted, like some Tamiya smoke's been sprayed on it. I'm sure it's just the bag. I've had this before with them, so let's see. Okay, it's actually pretty good clear. Sorry, I'm not even on the camera there. There you go. It's not much distortion. It looks pretty clear. Now, the only thing is, I know it's good at nighttime, the lighting or whatever, maybe you're seeing it at home, but it doesn't look quite, it looks like it's slightly tinted, like I said, with smoke. It doesn't look quite clear, but again, it might be my black cutting mat and the lighting right now throwing me off, but I don't know. But yeah, it looks molded okay, no problem at all. Yeah, interesting. Alright, last bag. These sprues normally test on these kits for flash, because there's normally all kinds of flash going on here, so this will be interesting. So I'm actually going to leave this one to last, because this is the normally offending one. So let's see what we've got here. So 2014 mold. So 2014, again, beautiful detail. This is the upper side, which that spine goes on top of. Again, if you can see that on the camera, it's really nice. Let's bring it a little closer. See that? The intakes, trunking. Now, these guys are normally offenders, but they're looking pretty good. The only problem is where it joins the sprue. Be very careful where my finger is here. because it's hard to see where the part ends and the sprue, you know, where it meets the sprue. It's kind of, it all blends to one a little bit. It's a little bit soft, but this one's not too bad. You can actually kind of see the definition of the part and the sprue runner. Also, these very fine parts are inside the canopy. They look very nicely done too, not too bad. Again, the tail is looking really good. See, the fan blades look pretty crude, but again, you've got the photo etch, which is awesome. Got some slats here, flaps. Again, no problem at all. Again, these small parts are looking very nice. These are normally offending parts too. See, these part of the pylons are going, they're normally full of flash. These are actually very crisply molded. Again, I've literally had I've actually had probably 10 of these kits and these various versions. I have about 10 in my stash probably, like all different variants and stuff from Revell. So I'm quite knowledgeable on these kits and how they look and stuff. So wings, upper wings, again looking quite nice. And again, a detail, A+. Cockpit, don't worry too much about. Huge bit of flash right there. Don't worry about it. Again, we've got photo etch, just be sanded down, use the photo etch parts. Speed brakes. Now, here is the #1 issue with these guys, which actually this one looks really good. See along here, these little things that stick out, almost like bits of rebar almost. These are normally covered in flash and you cannot see at all where they join the sprue, but on these ones, actually well defined. You can see where it ends and see where the sprue runner joins. So these are molded correctly, look very nice, no issues at all. Again, flash here and there everywhere, mostly on sprue runner, not a big issue. And let's look at the other side here. Again, sometimes it's just like a blob of plastic. This one, these are actually defined and you can see where they cut them, and looking very nicely molded. Just looking around here. Yeah, again, huge bit of flash. It's just taking your time, and that is it. So pleased to say that my kit at least looks good. It's a little, it might be, looks definitely better than some of the recent Revell Tornado releases. It's less flash, it looks pretty crisp. You've seen the sprues, I just went through them all. So the troubling points actually on these ones look very well defined. Don't seem like a lot of issues. So yeah, it's looking really good. This kit has a bad reputation, but it's just, again, if you see Nathan's build video series of this, it's just taking your time. So, you know, each part, just make sure you get rid of all the flash, make sure it's smooth, and then fits together, dry fitting. Basic modeling skills. You know, if you do that, it's all going to join together well. And just take your time, and you know, be careful with cutting certain parts. And it creates a beautiful model. It has just such awesome detail everywhere, all over this. Really great detail, and it definitely is still the 48 scale Tornado to go for. And even the 32nd scale one has pretty nice detail as well. So yeah, really happy with that one. For the price, it's a little bit expensive. I think you're probably looking at about $90 US and about 55, 60 pounds sterling. But that's kind of going right now. Kits are a lot more expensive. It's a great 48 scale kit. Plus, you have all those decal schemes. You have those 3 giant A3 sheets of decals. You've got the paint mask, you've got the canopy mask, you've got the resin. It's not a bad deal. So if you're looking for a pretty awesome looking Tornado, some great markings, this is a really good option. Again, really happy with this one. It's not covered in flash, it looks quite crisply molded, and it's probably one of the best ones I've seen. I've seen quite a few of these. So thank you as always for watching, hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.